Hey guys, so today we're gonna kind of talk to you about what it's like to drive at Drift Evergreen in Pennsylvania. Again, the one in PA, not the one in like Washington or Wisconsin or wherever it's at. This will be PA. So at Drift Evergreen in PA, first things first, like they're always 2 day events or sometimes 3 days. But so camping is currently allowed. It's one of those weird things going on currently. The town isn't super stoked because some people are not really being respectful of the rules and the lot and such. That there are houses right on top of the track, literally right on top. So we got to be respectful when we camp. If you're watching this in the future, camping might not be allowed. The biggest thing I can say is join the Facebook group. If you don't have Facebook, get Facebook. You need to be in the group. It's where all the updates happen. We will link the Facebook group page down below. So just know you can camp. You can show up Friday night, like after work and such. That's what I do. Just don't, be an a-hole pretty much, and just check again if you're watching in the future to make sure that camping is allowed.
Yeah, it's all about being respectful. So the gates open at 10. I would suggest getting there at 9 o'clock, even earlier. I know we're about, what do you say, from here about 2 hours
Yeah, from
away.
your house about 2 hours.
And I'm up and out the door by 7 o'clock. Try to get there by 9 because there's already a line. And 10 o'clock is, like I said, 10 o'clock is when the gates open. They will not let you in until 10 o'clock. So get in line, be patient, and that's really it.
And so with the gates open and stuff, Evergreen's a pay at the gate only event as of now. There's no driver cap. It's cash only.
$85.
85 bucks. A lot of the other local places are double, if not even a little bit more than double the price. As well as like you said, getting there early. A ton of drivers go, and pitting is quite limited, so definitely be there early. I suggest camping the night before, but if you can't do that, just try to be like an hour early and you'll get a good spot.
So tech is pretty simple at Evergreen. They're laid back more than most tracks.
Mm-hmm.
So most of the tech you can find on Facebook, on their website.
Yeah, we'll link the tech rules in the description to their website. It goes into everything.
Yeah, but like I said, it's pretty basic. You know what I mean? If you don't have a cage or a harness bar, do not have harnesses in your car. Stock seat belts work fine. Even with a race seat, you can still have a stock seat belt. So I mean that's what I'm running right now as we speak, and they're cool with it. Batteries got to be mounted and fastened. You have to have an updated helmet. They're very strict on that.
The main things really are going to be have tow straps if your car breaks down. It's quick to get you off track. Have the fire extinguisher that every track is going to make you have. Have the SA, as of right now it's 15 or newer, but
yeah,
you just get an SA 2020 helmet. Make sure your passengers have SA 2020 helmets. And
yeah, because that's on you. If you have someone hop in the car for a ride along and they don't have a helmet, or they have a helmet but it's not approved, and you get caught with it, it's on you as a driver. You got to watch out and be mindful who's coming in and out of your car.
Mm-hmm. So tech starts pretty much right when gates open. I'd say go up like 15 or 20 minutes after gates open, just so the staff has time to kind of like get organized and get up there. But like we said, the tech is pretty laid back. Just don't have your car pissing fluid out. Have your seats mounted down properly and some form of safety restraint. Seat belts or harnesses, and you'll pass tech. I mean, they don't really scour over the car.
Yeah, no, they're pretty cool up there.
Yeah. So at Evergreen, if you're interested in going, I'm sure you kind of probably know, they actually run 2 tracks. They have the oval with like the paved infield, and then they have what they call like the L section. I can put a screenshot of the facility up on the map. It's basically just like you enter, and it's an L. You like manji into another L into like a cone, and then you pretty much just come back. And then they have the oval. I'll put like the clip-on screen of driving oval if we need to.
The oval is definitely where you want to be, though.
Yeah, the L is a good starter track.
Like C-class.
It's actually pretty hard to drive, truthfully.
It is.
But it kind of takes away from some of that like nerve. Not too many people are over watching the L. It's not a big track. It's not high speed. So it's a good starter track, but it's actually kind of hard to like put a good line in. But the oval is a fun track. You enter anywhere from like 40 to 50, maybe 60 if your car's like fast. It's a fun track. It's got everything.
So another thing is the classes that they run there. You have A, B, and C class. So C is obviously your beginner class, when you first come out there. I think they pretty much, if you're new, they put everybody at C class, right?
I believe so. I'm sure like if you're a really good driver, you could.
And you can prove it. Like if you come up to tech and they ask you like, what class you in, and you say B class, and they're like, well, we never seen you here before. I'm sure if you show them a video, you link in a track somewhere else, they'll probably bump you up. But
yeah, so C, like you said, is for the beginners that really can't link the track, like at all. Once you do like, kind of to get into B class, they say do like 3 or 5 laps, like consecutively, online, not spinning out, and then you'll get bumped to B.
Online, they want to see it online, definitely.
Yes. The line at Evergreen is kind of a little tricky, truthfully. Like it's a little forced in a section or two, but it's a fun track.
Yeah.
B class. So once you get bumped to B class, you can actually tandem in B. This isn't like other tracks where you have to be in A class, you have to have a full fire suit and be a professional.
And the best part about it is you don't need a cage.
Yeah, you don't need a cage to run the reverse layout, which is
their normal layout.
Which is really their normal layout. It is so the reverse layout, you enter at like 50 miles an hour, but the car behind you is on the passenger side. So that's kind of how they justify doing no cage, so the driver is not really at too much risk. And then the rest of the track is low enough speed. So B class is supposed to only be you and one other driver, but technically, yes. They are pretty lenient if you guys are proven to be decent enough drivers. Like, we drive 3 all the time. A few other guys drive 3 or 4. So they're lenient, again, as long as you can link the track. You're not putting people at risk. They're pretty lenient.
Yeah, they don't want to see like too much carnage and stuff, because then it slows down the track and guys are sitting in what line waiting. They like things to go smooth. And then especially at night, man, they friggin' hot lap, and it's just like non-stop craziness.
They're really good at, like, if the day's going well, they will give you more and more and more until you've kind of, the group has reached its limit.
So your car can't handle it anymore, pretty much.
Yeah, as long as the group,
because you're overheating.
As long as the group can like handle it, they will keep running you hotter and hotter. And then A class is kind of like you are really good guys. B is like your good guys that can tandem. A is the guys who don't ever spin out, are online every time. B class drivers are still gonna spin here and there. The way that they've currently been running A class is just no grid, everyone just hot laps constantly.
Because I'm gonna stab fucking Rick in the face.
So those are the sessions. A is your top dogs that are really good, don't mess up. B is your tandem guys, you're good, you just might not be error free yet. And then C is, your beginners having trouble linking the track. For the C class guys, I highly recommend talking to the staff. All the staff is really knowledgeable, especially about like suspension setups. That's something that can really hold back a C class driver, is just a poorly set up car. Like when I first started driving, the car I bought a car and just took it to the track. It was set up, I didn't even bother looking it over, but it was set up terribly. So after my first event or two, I set it up and I could link the track the next event out, no problem.
Drift lap sucks.
I'm putting that in. So at Evergreen, once driving starts at noon. Tech is at 11:30. I don't know if we said. the time. But again, join the Facebook page. Look at the schedule before the schedules are posted anywhere from like 3 to 5 days before the event. So look at the schedule. Driving starts at noon. Once driving starts, typically everyone does like a session, and then Evergreen does a mini competition in the middle of their events. It's typically like a top 16 bracket. Again, it's cash only. They will announce signups at the drivers' meeting in the morning. I believe it's a $30 buy-in, and then they pay out a winner for the day. So if you win the day, you'll win a couple $100. I don't know. The pricing depends on how many people sign up. And then they do a season kind of competition out of that. So whoever has the most mini comp points at the end of the season will win like the season pot. But like I was saying, there's a season pot at the end of the season for the mini competition. So if you win or gain enough points and you win, you'll get the total payout. 2 tracks. The schedule's a little hectic. Again, join the Facebook page. Just like save the schedule when they post it. It kind of rotates. So C class gets more driving time on the L. They pretty much do double sessions, and then it'll go like A class, then C will do a double session, and then it'll be B class, and then so forth and so on. For the oval, it pretty much just goes, depending, like for the schedule I'm looking at here, which was for the event we just did, it was BAC, BAC. So the C class guys on the oval have a little bit longer of a session than the B guys, and the C guys have the shortest session just because there aren't many drivers in it. So with Evergreen, the main guy that runs it is Dave. Dave's a cool guy.
Don't get on his bad side, though.
Don't get on his bad side, which really just consists of...
Don't do anything stupid and you're fine.
Yeah. Dave is really cool. He'll run you guys hot. He's a good driver. Don't not wear a helmet, and don't do donuts in the parking lot, and Dave will have no problem with you. They're really quick. I kind of think really as of this year to ban people who are doing aggressively dumb stuff. Again, if you accidentally do something maybe a little dumb, they'll yell at you, blah, blah, blah. They're not going to ban you. But like if you're drinking and driving, speeding through the pits doing 25 miles an hour.
They don't tolerate that. You're done.
They don't tolerate it. There's more than enough people at these events. The space that we have is small, so they really just ask that you follow all the rules.
And just be respectful.
Yeah.
We're losing these tracks left and right. I mean, just be respectful. And outside the track too, like in the residential areas, don't bring your car out there and romp on it, or just like we've said, this track is literally on top of houses. You could throw a baseball from the middle of the track and hit a house. So, the fact that we drive until 10 o'clock at night is very nice. So we'd like to, keep that and not get shut down. I mean, I can add everyone. I think I kind of touched on this briefly, but like when you're on grid, if you have questions, like ask the staff. The staff will be more than glad to help you. They're really knowledgeable. Even the guys that drive there are really knowledgeable. The A-class guys will help you out. Yeah, they're definitely cool. I mean, I've had conversation with them, and even this past event, the car is running great. The car, feels good, throwing out tons of smoke, but I don't have as much grip in the car now that as my driving is progressing. I think that's all of us. As our driving is progressing, we're wanting more and more and more grip out of the car. And the guys out there who are watching the track, I mean, the Sinister guys, who have run Evergreen and all that. I mean,
almost
they're out
a decade, so they know the track really well.
They're out there. They'll help you. They'll talk to you. They'll watch your runs and be like, listen, what tire pressure you running, or
what's your suspension setup?
Where's your dampener setup on your suspension?
How's your toe? So
and then they'll say, hey, listen, this works or that works.
Yeah. No, these guys are really good. Dan Moe, one of the Team Sinister guys, he's a Pro 2 driver this year. The other guys are some of the other guys are competing in the bigger local events, and they're really good drivers. So if they kind of give you some advice, even if you didn't ask for it, definitely consider what they're saying. They're really knowledgeable about this stuff, and they'll help you a lot. And again, as we said, like as we get better, you're always looking for more grip, how to make your car faster, how to unlock more angle. So these guys will give you really good advice.
Yeah, and also too, like people out in the pits.
Yeah,
100%. And everybody's like more than willing or helpful to help you out if your car goes down or something.
Yeah. A lot of guys there, have spare parts. They're willing to sell you tires if you need it. There are 2 tire machines on site. I don't know if we touched that. There are. One tire machine is always open. I think the second one only gets opened if the first one breaks. It's in the tower.
Next to the track.
They will touch on it in tech or in the driver's meeting. It's in the tower. It does break easily. They always talk about it, so try not to break it.
Yeah, don't be that guy and screw it for everybody. I've been there.
You broke it?
No, I didn't break it, but somebody broke it and screwed me.
Yep. That's pretty much everything, I think, about Evergreen. Like I said, they drive until 10 o'clock at night. So when you're loading up, these houses are, I'm sure, got tired of hearing the cars hours ago. So try to load quietly, don't rev it and bang limiter and it's 10 o'clock at night. Just load up, go home. Or if you're going to sleep into the Sunday morning, shut the car off, go to bed.
No fires.
No fires. Again, these are things that they'll explain, but if you're going to camp out Friday night and it's your first event, do not start a fire anywhere at all. They'll kick you out. They don't care.
No, because you're going to screw it for everybody else.
Yeah.
That's what they were going to
I was still getting there.
Dealing with the town and stuff.
Yeah, the town is not happy with people camping overnight because people are having fires. They're being loud at 2 a.m.
Partying,
ripping their cars up the street. So if you're going to camp, again, just be completely respectful. Get there, sleep.
Or drive.
If driving stops, park your car, go to bed. If we have long days, you shouldn't be up till 4 a.m. Or if you are, just don't be an a-hole. So back to the pitting. I know we kind of discussed it already. Pitting there is really limited, so try to pack in like pretty tight. Obviously, I know people like their space to work on their cars and stuff, but try to pack pretty tight. There's also pitting by the L track, almost like, I don't want to say on the L track, but you're on the L track pretty much. So if you don't want to get your truck or trailer destroyed with rocks and gravel and stuff,
Park at your own risk.
Yeah, the L is a park at your own risk. They don't care if your windshield gets shattered. They're not fixing it. They're not covering it. If you don't want the chances of, rock chips, cracked windshields, just don't park there. There's a good bit of other room to park, so park elsewhere. So I think that's pretty much everything for the basics of Drift Evergreen. There's more to the tech and there's more to the driver's meeting, but this is a good fundamental start.
Like a baseline.
You have an idea how the events go. Don't be afraid to ask in the Facebook page or, message Dave, talk to Dave. Like I said, he's cool. He'll have no problems. And enjoy your first Evergreen event. We're at most events. If you guys swing by the booth, we have a little bit of merch set up, some shirts, some stickers and stuff. Feel free to swing by, pick some up if you'd like. And that's it. We'll catch you guys at the next event.